Hello everybody! Welcome to ZeldaSpeedRuns, broadcasting the Ocarina of Time GSR Tournament. We've got the lower bracket round 3, ChefBear versus judogerudo for you today. Commentating for us, we have Average Greg and Rosewater. Say hello everybody!
How's it going? So I think we're getting started pretty soon, yeah?
Yeah, should be. Look to be waiting ready to go. Shouldn't be too long.
So we'll have VC runner versus N64 runner, and ChefBear doesn't do spirit hover.
Yeah, this is gonna be a weird one.
This will be an interesting race.
It's gonna be a good one. They're both pretty close in terms of PB, so it's really gonna come down to who can nail the big stuff and not choke away.
It'll be interesting seeing like how it works, because Chef isn't going to do spirit hover, so it'll be weird like seeing their runs against each other.
Yeah, well, Chef will have like he won't be as behind as VC normally would be, because he makes up for the fact that he's not doing spirit hover by using the spare bomb chews for other things.
Oh yeah, I guess
that does extra hesses in Everworld.
It'd be interesting, at least for me, to see kind of what he does.
Yeah, I think he timed this current route with extra chews to be like about a minute and a half slower than doing spirit hover, which is like better than like 2 time minutes where it was before. They still losing a little bit of time to what Judo's doing. So
he was talking to me the other day, and I think he thinks a little bit less now, depending on like how he farms bombs, and if he gets lucky, it can end up being like only like a minute and 10 or something slower. So like it's actually not that bad. Especially when you consider like a lot of people don't even do spirit hover perfectly, so it's not like
there's always a lot of mistakes to be made with spirit hover, like especially when it comes to like doing bomb hovers, like you can always mistime them and not get enough height.
Yeah, I mean obviously you can make mistakes going through inside spirit too, so
exactly. And I think it's cool that there's this. Like the idea of not doing spirit hover intentionally and just using your chews is pretty interesting. It creates a different route, a different dynamic for the category, because suddenly you're not like just stressing over your bomb count when going through the overworld to spirit. You have like a lot of spares, because you only need like 2 bombs in spirit simple, so
all right,
before you can refill.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm going to jump in here real fast. judogerudo's thing crashed, so we're going to be restarting in just a second.
Okay, no worries.
Was he the one that crashed in the race before?
Yeah, he did. He crashed after escape.
His card's like really cursed or something.
Yeah, definitely.
At least it always, like, with times he's crashed, it's always been in like the start, so.
Yeah.
But we're going to restart here.
Hopefully Chef realizes soon. Yeah, like so far we've had more N64 crashes than VC crashes.
I mean, I feel like N64 crashes, like they don't randomly happen to everyone. It's like specific people have like bad luck in terms of hardware.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like the only one to crash so far, which is good.
Yeah, I think we had a VC crash in the B tournament.
I don't think one good thing about like I think all the races we've done, we've never had like a crash that's like too late in the race. Because I mean, if they crash like 25 minutes in, and like one person's like ahead, it's like at that point it's really hard to say, okay, guys, restart.
Yeah,
it's not really that fair, especially if the person that crashed isn't the one that's ahead.
And like the closest we've had to that is during the finals last year, where Cruxer soft locked in Bomb the Well. It wasn't a crash, but it was like a soft lock like 10 minutes in. So that was like close enough, but still like it is not as bad as a VC crash like half hour into the run. But
did they restart on that?
They did, yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, because at that point that was game 2, because Croxer beat Bono in the first match, which means that they were now even, so had to go to a game 2 for the finals.
Yeah.
And yeah, he soft locked on the Ocarina dive. And then Bono was like, yeah, let's restart. I don't want to win like this. Let's just restart.
Yeah. Because I mean, that is sort of a mistake, but at the same time, it's like kind of a bad, it's like kind of an unfortunate way to lose.
Yeah, and it was the grand finals, so, you know, having it end on a soft lock is pretty bad. It'd be pretty anticlimactic, so it's like just to restart and go again.
We got some interesting file name choices. We got the period and the C for... See, recently I've been trying out the B file name. Every time I've run with it, I've gotten amazing bomb drops, so...
Oh, it's blessed. B for blessed.
Whenever I run with R, I just get no bomb drops. So I think the game just, like, knows it's me.
It's telling you something. And I've always used G, so I can't really attest to any other file names.
All right.
I know the few runners use Big Fish. Sorry, go.
All right, here we go. Race is starting again. Should be seeing it on stream in about 20 seconds.
Cool. Yeah, I've seen a few runners pick up the little like Big Fish symbol. It's like one of like the Japanese letters, but it looks like a fish. It's pretty good one.
All right, here we go. Hopefully,
fingers
for
crossed
sure this time.
Fingers crossed, no crashes.
It is interesting to have like N64 versus VC runs, though I feel like almost all the races we've had in this tournament have been N64 versus VC.
There's been a few of like same console, but I think most of them have been like opposite. Yeah, it's been. I always enjoy watching VC versus N64 because you have to try and like estimate like where they are compared to each other before you get to Spirit. It's like a weird guessing game to play.
Yeah, I mean, even like after Spirit, it's still. I mean, N64 loses like 45 seconds at the ending sequence, I think, is the logic, or maybe 30 seconds. But like, there's a lot of lag in there. It's like still kind of like it's kind of ambiguous exactly how much it is.
Yeah, it's hard to time something like lag.
I think there were some estimates using the practice ROM, but like, I don't know, at least for me, there's some doubt like how exactly accurate that is, and I think that was with some older iterations of the routes.
Yeah. For this category, N64 is faster. Using like if both consoles use optimal routes, N64 would still be faster by like 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, I mean, I would say if both do DC Ever, then maybe 20, but DC Ever is only faster on VC by like 10 seconds. Yeah, I'd say both without DC Ever, they're pretty even.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, N64 is probably a little bit faster, but it's really hard to tell by how much. I mean, it's something that's really hard to time because it's basically you just have to make like splice segmented runs of both like routes, and then you'll know which one's faster. You know?
Yeah.
And there's so much like you'd have to do it perfectly for both for it to be a fair comparison.
Yeah, it's not easy to time that stuff. You can't just have to like just compare and hope it's around correct. You can never get an exact number. Like a good estimate is always it's good enough, basically.
Yeah, and I don't think it really matters to that many people like exactly what the difference is. So it's not really worth spending like 100 hours to time it correctly.
Yeah, like regardless of which one's faster, people go run when they want to run on. Like people, other people don't generally play on both consoles. You should pick one, so it doesn't really matter which one's faster. People will play on VC or play on VC. And
I feel like it'd be really hard to switch back and forth when you have like the pausing is different.
Yeah, I found a lot of people
have to like commit to one.
Yeah, I know a lot of people who have who like played VC, went to 64 for a bit, and could not pause to save their lives.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a great clip of what's his name? Angel Work. He was a VC player, did VC Hundo, and then he switched to did N64 All Dungeons for a bit. And it's a great clip of him just like pausing Lake Hylia for the mega flip to Zora's Domain for like a minute straight. Just could not buffer one frame.
I feel like you just have to like. I mean, you can switch, but it's like you got to really get used to it.
Yeah. It's not even that pause buffer as well. It's stuff like the like inherent 1 frame delay on VC. It's hard to get used to. Like if you was your N64, for example. But like,
I mess around
with
VC
a lot.
Like a tiny bit. Yeah,
it's you play on VC a lot. You get used to it. You get used to it after a while. Like I don't really notice it anymore. Oh yeah, Crocs, and that clip ends of him advancing 2 frames and being really mad about it. Because of course. Alright, so far both escapes going pretty well for both runners. Judo got the 1 stick. He's going for walking while talking.
Yeah.
Just a safer option for a race. Loses. How much does it lose over doing West?
I mean, optimally, like maybe 10 seconds. Like,
Alright, that's not that
depending exactly, like perfect West versus perfect walking and talking, 10 seconds. Because you can get like a 43 with West and a 53 pretty safely with walking and talking.
Okay.
It's always interesting to me to see if they're going to save here. Because there is like ways you can kind of soft lock this.
Yeah, it's
like after you talk to the sign, you can no longer pause and save. And you can get like, because you can't like see where you're going. And if you land on a slope, your map disappears. So you can get like caught in some random corner and you don't know where you are.
Chef's getting a little stuck on Pokey here, but he's out.
So the way that tricks works is you do a thing with the crawl space and the sign where you kind of like fuck with the sign text and then you're allowed to throw a nut and it like lets you move while you're still talking to the sign kind of. And it basically just locks the camera there. And because the camera is not over by that dude, you can just walk through. So that's how the walking while talking works.
It's a little scary because if you fall off a ledge, then you're kind of done because the camera will like snap back and you'll be like soft locked or something, right?
Yeah, like you can lose the mini map and then it's really hard. And sometimes your angle can get fucked up.
And you got to navigate blind. I think was it you had to do that in one of these races last year?
Maybe.
I remember one N64 run having to navigate blind because I lost mini map.
Sometimes like when I do it, I'll lose mini map, but it won't be like bad because you still have like, because when you're doing it fast, sometimes you just like land on the slope, but you still kind of know where you are. It is scary, but
yeah.
Normally I don't rely on the mini map to actually do it.
That's fair.
But it's really nice to have if you like fuck it up because then you're like, oh yeah.
You know, you're like going completely blind at least. So we expect N64 to be faster out of child section. Judo should be ahead out of child if everything goes well.
I think roughly N64 child like perfectly is about a minute faster than VC child perfectly. But
yeah. Like not having to get like sword and shield and a much faster bomb of the well and stuff like that is really helpful for this category.
It kind of depends on the runners. Some runners are better at child than others, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say as well, but Chef's child section will be a lot faster than normal VC ones because he uses 2 extra chews to do some faster stuff in the early game. He does a vine clip void out bomb the well instead of using the Wallmaster.
He opted not to do the first owl skip here.
That's the smart choice.
So basically, they can do these owl skips like the one Judo's doing right now, and it saves time because they're gonna have to wait for time of day if they play perfectly when they get to the crawl space because it needs to be day. Otherwise, the guards are just blocking your way to Zelda.
I think most runners in this tournament will do owl skip in PB attempts, but in races they just don't go for it because if you happen to fail it, like around anywhere from halfway to the end of like the text trigger, you're basically screwed and you can't make market before night, which is like a minute and a half time lost. So it's generally just not worth it.
Judo's going for Cuckoo Dive here.
Gets it.
It looks like Chef will be too. Only he'll be doing it slightly differently with ISG instead of using nuts.
Yeah, having a sword and shield does come in handy. Here is where N64 will make up a lot of this early game time save, is doing blank A here.
Yep.
Do you want to explain how this works at all? 'Cause I didn't
So-
really know much about it.
We don't have a full technical explanation, but I can try and give a little bit of insight. So basically, at least part of the explanation of why it works is that when you get into this state, you're like sort of in the crawl space, and the game, in a lot of senses, thinks you're on the ground a lot of the time when you're not on the ground. So like when he walks off there, he's able to backflip midair, which you normally would never be able to do, and that in essence is what allows him to clip there, because you normally can never go out of bounds while jump slashing. So no matter how much speed you got, if you try and clip something out of bounds with a jump slash, you never clip. But because you have blanket, you can, because the game it's like, oh, there's ground out there because you're on the ground, but it's because of blanket. I've heard that it also messes with your hitbox, but I don't know how much that is just speculation.
Yeah, I would assume they just like mess with the collision and like links.
Yeah, I feel like that
physics.
was the explanation in a while, but I feel like at least part of it is that the game thinks you're on the ground. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to clip with a jump slash.
Fair enough. On the other end, ChefBear did something called Ocarina Dive, where he got ISG, which is Infinite Sword Glitch, and then using that, you can hover in midair off of damage sources, and then hover off the bubble, and then pull the Ocarina midair to cancel the hover. And then during the Ocarina state, when you're like playing the Ocarina, things don't load around you, so you can fall down past the loading trigger into the unloaded basement, and then swim up power bounds to get to the bomb chews. And here is where you see a lot of this chew usage that he's come up with to save time. He's using these chews to like do like that vine clip void out, which is faster than the normal VC strat. Again, the War Master to void you out, and then he's doing that little chew has instead of back walking.
One interesting little tidbit, apparently, is that Market at Night actually lags more in PC than in 64. At least I've heard that from Glitches runners before. I think Danny B said that at one point.
Market during the day, definitely.
Looks like Judo didn't go for the second owl skip here. He's just going for the cultural damage.
Interesting. I thought you would do that in races.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what strat you use, you can spend a lot of time pausing and then end up failing it.
That's fair. I guess N64, yeah.
And just sort of like not going for it is also pretty safe for time of day. If you kind of go for it, you're spending a lot of time getting hit by this like Stalfos there, and then you're more likely to lose time to time of day. You can still make it, failing second owl skip, but it's harder.
Yeah, it looks like Chef went for the owl skip and missed it.
So this is, I guess, but that's like you'd have to wait. I guess it's
like if you
you
get
have
it
to wait
before
for night
night
and then day. So.
If you get it before nighttime ends, then it's probably not that bad. But if it's daytime ready, then there's no chance.
Yeah, if you got this safety strat, Judo, it's not a horrible guard pattern, but it's definitely not great.
Yeah, it's a little slow.
It's a nice guard pattern for races because you don't have to side up the right side.
Yeah,
but it's a little bit slow than optimal.
Chef gonna go for yellow guards most likely, like he always does.
Oh man, that's not a nice guard.
Okay.
Yeah, you definitely got solved by that second last guard there.
He definitely did, yeah. Okay,
make solved by that one.
Very, very nice guard.
He made it.
Both players pulling the stick, poking it in Zelda's face.
So yeah, Judo's a little bit ahead here, but it's not it's pretty, I would say it's probably about even. I don't know. It's hard to say. He's about 40 seconds ahead, I guess. 30,
it looked about 30 seconds or so.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at their splits, it's like 35, but yeah. But I don't know. I guess that's more like even, or Chef maybe slightly ahead. It's kind of hard to say for sure because it's obviously different routes.
Yeah, like Chef is still behind, like, but with the extra lag, taking into account extra lag later on for N64, then they're about even probably. So it really is just going to depend on how the early parts of it go, like how Shadow Temple goes.
Yeah,
and that kind of stuff.
N64 has a bit of specific time save in terms of they can do a bongo cutscene skip with bombs, so there's still a bit of N64 time save.
Yeah, early bongo's gonna help Judo maintain the lead. I feel like early bongo is like early bongo and blank. Yeah, the main reasons why N64 is so fast. If it wasn't for those, then VC would be miles ahead. Shouts to 1.0, I guess. We don't know, Zach. Rose was saying earlier that we saw some chat earlier that Judo wasn't doing this in races, but none of us have seen Judo race so far this year. So, like, he usually does Spirit Harbor, as far as I know, PB attempts, but I don't know about races.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. There's not. Well, I guess. I mean, we'll know at a certain point if he doesn't get bomb drops or go for them that he's not going to do it, but he'll probably still go for them anyway.
Yeah, having extra bombs is always handy. It's kind of hard to see a bomb drop from a patch of grass and not pick it up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Kieran. I didn't know that. I say I haven't seen any of his races. A lot of it, most of his races have been at times where I've not been awake. So
looks like he got this trick.
Nice. So yeah, in this game, you get sons in the first frame of the cutscene. So if you die in the same frame the cutscene starts, you can get the son and skip the cutscene entirely, which is why these guys have been damaging down.
Chef's going to be a little bit easier of a setup because he already has shield. It's a little bit faster too.
Yeah.
So coming up here, they're going to do a little bit of different dot skips because one of them has a sword and the other one doesn't. Well, I guess Chef could do the swordless dot skip, but he'll probably do the sword one because it's a little bit leaner.
Swordless is faster if you do it. If you do it both from buff and Swordless is faster by like half a second, I think.
I guess that makes a little bit of sense, but
yeah, but I know Chef is.
Swordless is also a bit more picky about the angle. Like there's some angles where you can clip but not retarget the door. So it's kind of scary to do like the backflip roll setup with swordless. Though some runners do it. It depending on like when you release down and stuff like that. I always just go for the target. It's only like half a second slower or something. Looks like he's gonna go for the backflip setup though.
Yeah. And normally when I do swordless, I target the pillar, use the pillar setup. Just to get a consistent angle. Very nice. I'm assuming Chef's gonna use sword. He tends to have a good like consistency with sword. I guess the backward side up at least.
Yeah. He's failing the first backward side up. Oh, he didn't get the hold left.
He went a frame early. He gets second when a frame
early. Yeah, I guess if he's going for second frame, yeah.
There we go. It's pretty much a repeat of what happened in his last race, I think. He was like pretty far ahead our child, and then he lost like 30 seconds trying to do dot skip.
Dot skip, I mean, it's certainly it's not like the hardest trick in the world, but it's not like a free trick either. Technically it's double frame perfect, but it's not really something you really think about as double frame perfect because you do it so often it's become second nature. Because I mean it's frame perfect for the backward side up and then frame perfect if you do it unbuffered at least for sword, and definitely frame perfect for swordless. It's just something we're so used to doing that it's just like, oh yeah, it's free.
Yeah, pretty much. It's just because like it's in like pretty much almost every single like category in this game does it. So after a while, you kind of just get used to it. It doesn't seem that like precise anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think NC4 is about a minute. I don't know. I don't know what like the theoretical fastest master time is for VC actually. Like N64, it's just about 17 flat is the fastest master time. I don't know what it is for VC.
VC, it's around like 17. It's around 8. No, I think around 1730. I think.
Craigslist says it's 1730 for VC.
17, yeah.
So I guess
right.
N64 only saves like 30 seconds in trial.
I think Valiant's had like some like 1650s before.
I think the fastest is 1656, depending on when you split from Masters.
Oh, he's gone 1649 before. Okay, all right.
Has he gotten? I don't know.
Apparently, according to count, he's got 1649. So yeah. Yeah, so about 30-ish, 30 to 40 seconds or so. N64 will save.
After these cutscenes, the run kind of picks up though. Like there's cutscenes at the beginning, and there's cutscenes at the end, but in the middle there's just a lot of action.
Yeah, there's a couple of short cutscenes here and there, but for the most part, once you get past this one, yeah, it's mostly gameplay.
Yeah, it's like a sandwich.
Cutscene sandwich.
Yeah, the Spirit and Shadow cutscenes are always. I mean, whenever you're doing a run, it doesn't really feel like they take that long. It's just like a minute and a half or something like that for each one.
Spirit and Shadow are like two of the shortest ones, as far as I know. I think Fire Temple is actually the shortest, like Chamber of Sages cutscene, if you don't include the Kakariko stuff before that.
Yeah, I think Forest is the longest one.
I think it's Forest or Water, one of those.
Yeah, I think Water's like 3 and Forest is like 4, but yeah, they're pretty close.
Forest isn't 4. Forest is like 3 as well. It's a lot shorter than people. It's a lot shorter than people think it is.
They're both long.
Yeah,
I haven't watched them that many times to know for sure.
They are pretty long cutscenes, but I don't know. They're not. As far as like comparatively to most cutscenes in this game, they are definitely on the longer side, but they're not that much longer. Alright, so these guys are going to take different routes entirely in the early part of Battle. They're doing the exact same stuff, but just in different orders. Judo's going to be going to get bombs, and then going for magic and minuet before doing Shadow Temple, whereas Chef's going to go straight to Shadow Temple.
Yeah, and the main reason for this is that N64 can use bombs on Bongo to skip the intro cutscene for Bongo, which saves about 30 seconds. So it makes getting bombs first faster for N64.
Yeah, I believe Duke timed bombs early on VC without DC hover before, and lose about 7 seconds is optimal route, just if you do all the extra hesses and stuff in the overworld.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a more viable option now for VC to do bombs early, because of things like bow key skip.
Yeah.
Which saves quite a bit of time. Judo getting a nice hess for Kakariko, drops it on the stairs, but that's most of it at least.
It's hard to tell. I don't know if he dropped that by mistake or if that was intentional, because he dropped it right at the top of the stairs.
It looked like he went out of ESS.
Yeah,
trying to angle change to right there. Chef also doing a hess here to the graveyard.
Opting not to go for the hess in DMT. I think a lot of people don't. I think it only saves like 2 seconds because you're going to use that chew it at Spirit Hover as well. It also makes Spirit Hover a bit more lenient with the Gwei, because the more shoes, like the faster you get it done, so you're less likely to have the Gwei mess with you.
I need to tell people to stop taking damage from this Poe, because if you don't take damage from the Poe, then your health is actually perfect for boat skip. Because you take half a heart from the Poe, and then a full heart from the Void, the Dampe, and then another half a heart entering Shadow Temple. So you're on 1 heart, which will kill you during boat skip. So if you don't take damage from the pipe, you have perfect health.
Wow. And do you take a heart from falling or half? All right.
You take a full heart. You take a full heart from falling in Shadow Temple.
I forget. It's been so long since I've done that.
Yeah.
Been doing boat key.
It's a really fast to take damage and get a heart later. I feel like that's something that should be timed.
I mean,
don't think that's correct.
Maybe. I feel like I've heard something about like getting hit by the Poe is actually not even that much faster than pulling. Like maybe even without the heart. I don't know. But yeah.
How much faster is it, Kieran? Because I can't be that much, surely. The Poe doesn't save that much time.
Probably depends on your heart RNG too, because sometimes you like stab the pot and you insta get the heart, but sometimes it doesn't insta give you. And maybe if you had like the perfect positioning, it would always insta give you. I don't know. Yeah, we got Judo's gonna do Shadow early. Or not Judo. Chef's gonna do Shadow early. And Judo's about to get the bombs.
Yeah. DC is pretty simple in this category. You don't do DC, however that is.
So I guess if I want to explain this trick, this one's a bit weird too. It's not something we totally understand code-wise, but he gets locked into a state when he bonks and then pulls out the first person item, where he kind of uses the first person item for a few frames every couple seconds. And then if you hit that window of like being able to use the items, like with the end, as you like hookshot something, you end up getting a hookshot jump because you're interrupting your hookshot.
Yeah, it's something to do with like stored velocity and stuff like that. It's
like
weird.
The reason why you actually jump with the hookshot is like due to some kind of coordinate transform. Because like hookshot, when you hookshot something, it works in like cylindrical coordinates, and then when you interrupt it, it like converts it back or something like that. I don't have a full understanding of it, but that's what I've heard as an explanation.
Yeah, I've never really understood the trick.
Looks like Judo failed the test, but he's just gonna walk it out. Smart.
Yeah.
Whenever I fail that, I always go for it, and then like the lag's different, and I fail it again. Climbing to the left to lure him off.
This climb's always a bit scary about hookshot.
Chef got
the Watchless.
One cycle DMP.
Yeah,
or not
nice.
dead hand.
Dead hand, yeah. Once you got a refresh, I'm gonna a little bit out of sync here.
It says when I hover over them, it's like minus 37 or whatever. I don't know what that means.
Just kind of a little bit lifeful. I don't know. I think it might be the delay that's been put on their streams.
Yeah. I was just saying that so that you knew, like, compared to yours.
Yeah, they seem to be synced up now for me.
I think it's interesting the different ways that people have moved over, like, finished out this. Because it's, like, changed over time.
Oh, what, for the boat skip? Do about. That movement's changed a lot in this outbounds area. There are like some old setups which are like really wacky. It involves like using hook shots, stop momentum, and then quick spin and lock at an angle and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's changed an awful lot. I like that sidewalk movement a lot though. Very consistent. Alright, so
yeah, I think it wasn't very quick to be optimized because we were just really happy about being able to do it. That we weren't really worried about. Or at least be able to do it faster. Rather than having to do that hover.
Yeah. Oh, boat skip was something else too. Luckily, I started doing runs in this game after the new one was found, so never to do it.
Yeah, the new boat skip's like way easier. Oh, I don't know. Like once you know what's going on, with the old boat skip. It's only like 1 or 2 frame perfect things. I guess 3, but and the new one's like 1. But there's a lot of like weird ways to fail it by messing up the hover in certain ways. Nice, you got 1 backflip.
Yeah, he did talk to Mother by accident, but still pretty clean though. I guess he just wanted to save bombs to as a mega flip. Maybe he just didn't want to die.
I think if you get the first backflip, it's not even that much slower, but at least the way that most people do mega flip, if you don't like pull the bomb immediately.
Yeah. Jumping into a maze like that, it's kind of scary. That moblin can still snipe you.
Yeah. I don't know if that was completely intentional, but...
Yeah, I feel like he maybe went to side hop before doing that. But, hey, it worked out.
So he's doing another cutscene skip, kind of like we skipped ZL earlier, where you die going into the cutscene.
Yeah, this is give us minuet. This is going to be handy a lot later when they want to come back to get bow.
Now they're going to pretty much trade places. You're just going to go to Shadow, and Chef's going to go get bombs and magic and minuet. They're probably just about the same separation that they were before, because neither of them really made that much mistakes, but it could change a little bit.
Yeah, like, Chef made it through Shadow without many major mistakes. So Judo's got to do pretty much the exact same. And Judo's got, like... I would argue that boat key is a little bit harder than boat skip and PK skip and choose, personally.
There's a couple more things you can do weird, depending on your setup. I'd say, like, I'm more consistent with boat key than I was with boat skip, but I could just be a better player now than I used to be.
I was going to put that much time into learning boat key because it's not been really useful in any category. So yeah. I tried to learn but it's always just been kind of awkward.
Depending on your setup, there's a couple weird things that like you have to get used to, but aren't like things you'll fail once you're used to them.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it could just be better than I used to be too, though.
It's possible.
Oh, you got 1 bomb drop.
1 bomb drop, yep.
That's pretty much all you need because you get a bomb drop from the pot in health 20.
Yeah, that'll be pretty much what he needs for the next little while until Spirit Temple.
That's interesting. Normally I side up down, but jump slash isn't that bad of an idea either. I don't know what's faster. It's probably close.
For N64 going into like overall stuff to Spirit is like what kind of bomb count are you looking for? Like minimum?
I mean, it depends on the strat you're doing. I'm gonna have to think about it for a second for hover. I think most people, he's got 5 choose, so he'll be doing 4 bomb hover plus 1 bomb maybe for initial, depending on if he does Gwei hover, and then he'll use 5, 6, 7. So he's looking like at least, I would say the safe bomb count would be 15 coming out of Shadow.
Okay.
I think he needs like 13 or 12, like bomb perfectly if he's doing everything. I usually do spirit jump because I do spirit hover, so I had to think about it for a second.
Oh, you do DC hover, right? Yeah. Like only person doing it right now.
Yeah, I think there's like, I think Nico did some runs with DC hover, but other than that, like we're pretty much solo on that.
On the other end, ChefBear went for a Hess in Death Mountain Trail. Used up his last spare chew. Failed it, unfortunately, so there's a little bit of time from that, but that's all his bomb chews done now.
I'd be scared that he'd mess up the explosive. If he doesn't save and like mess up the explosive, he's just absolutely screwed.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you'd do.
You have to go. You go to Wasteland. You get money. You go to Wasteland. Buy bomb chews from the carpet guy.
Could you get a bottle and then hookshot jump?
The only the bottle you could get as adult is the big pro one. We need a bottle for that anyway, so unlikely.
Yeah. So yeah, you just be fucked.
You have to get 10 sculptures, get the wallet, get money, go to Wasteland, buy bomb chews from the carpet merchant, and then go back.
I mean, he would have saved after Shadow, so he could just reset, I think. I mean, he probably saved, I don't know. I mean, maybe not.
I think most runners will save before doing boat skip.
Yeah, if he did save before boat skip, it'd probably be honestly faster just to redo boat skip, which would suck.
Yeah, it'd be pretty terrible. It's why it's always a little sketchy.
I guess if you went and got bomb juice, you go and grab Requiem so you can come back and cross wasteland again.
Yeah, that's a problem with it, is that you have to go get out of the wallet first, so you have to get 10 skulls and then go and get.
Oh yeah, that's
then go buy them. Yeah, you could do GTG ones, but you haven't got explosives to weird shot, so you just gotta go.
Yeah, I feel like that would take like almost 10 minutes.
Yeah, it'd be quite the little adventure.
Oh, I guess you could go all the way to Spirit. There's a chest in Spirit with 5 chews.
Yeah, there's one on the. It's a 10 chew chest on chart side.
That'd probably be better. That's an interesting strat for the jump. I might have to use something like that. I've never seen that before.
He came up with that, yeah. He uses the angle you get from damage. It's all similar to when you're doing bungee bowling. Use the angle you get from taking damage and use that to...
Yeah, I mean, the setup I normally use would be faster, but like every, like, I don't know, like 5% of the time it fails.
Like Judo's going
kind of random.
Judo's going for Boki here. It's like he pulls a frame early. Just got to buffer this aim, but...
He needs to go one more frame. I think that roll frame works.
That's it. Yeah, that grab frame is frame perfect.
Yeah, I was looking at the bomb explosion because you have 4 frames to the roll. It was on the early side. It was either first or second roll frame.
Yeah. All right, here's 30 seconds of time. So frame 64. You can start this fight earlier.
He lives on the edge. If you jump slash down too early, you'll soft lock the game. If you
really?
Start the cutscene before you hit him with the bomb, it soft locks.
Oof.
Even he was pretty close. If you jump slash like 5 frames sooner, you would have soft locked, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, that's I didn't know that could happen. I guess it makes sense though. That's pretty scary then.
Yeah, normally I go for the jump slash a little bit later than he does, but I mean, if he knows the timing, you know.
Yeah, this is really close so far. Judo's going to be ahead, I think, going into...
I think Judo's going to be ahead, yeah. But I mean, there's still plenty of time for Chef to catch back up.
Yeah, Judo's still going to get Prosperity Harbor. Yeah, Judo's going to lose some time in the end game, so he has to take every bit of time he can get, because once you get to like... Once you get to Ganon's castle, then the lag really starts kicking in big time for N64.
Yeah.
Like, Ganondorf fight collapse, and then Ganon is like a slideshow.
Yeah, I think it's like 30 seconds. Maybe after Ganondorf. I don't know. I don't know with Ganondorf what it is. So maybe like 45 overall.
I do find it interesting how N64 players have found like strats to reduce lag, you know, in like different areas. It's pretty interesting to see. Like that's kind of like the difference between good and bad N64 runners, is those who can know when to reduce lag and how.
I mean, there's not that many spots.
Chef getting cruxed here by this by Mido.
Yeah, it's like almost random how many backflips it takes.
Wow. The Chef is getting really screwed here. There we go. It looked like he was like off by 1 ESS turn for that setup. Normally you want to turn right and then do 1 ESS, and then that would
I always do the mega flip, so I don't really know the setup for the backflip that well.
The setup for that is you target the wall, turn right, and you do 1 ESS right, and then you should get it within like 4 at least, like 4 at most. He's pretty consistent.
I feel like there's like other setups too, like
you can just like manually aim it and stuff like that. It's not that precise, but that setup's always worked for me. So
that's interesting. He's doing the unbuffered strat, which is cool.
Yeah, you use a hook shot to hold momentum. It's pretty cool.
You can't do that on N64 because you don't have the hook shot. But
yeah, exactly.
it's nice to see on PC.
Yeah, I like those kind of strats because I hate the like aligning with the moblin.
Judo's opting to not go exit through CAC, which I've been doing recently. It's the same speed, but you also have an opportunity to farm some extra bombs and stuff. It mostly matters for Spirit Jump though, because you spend more time in Harrow Field. This time of day is better.
Yeah, that makes sense. You get more time to get the sculpture.
It's really nice if you don't get bomb drops in your first attempt though, because you can just farm bombs again after Shadow and you get another chance without losing time.
Pretty close. I know Chef doesn't go for this bridge chess in races. I don't know if Judo does as well. Judo might go for it. He said I got the bomb count for it. Depends if he wants to risk dropping the ESS over the bridge, so he's going for it. Guess it has.
Yeah. If you're pretty consistent at ESS, it's not that scary of a trick. But yeah, you definitely can fail it, but I feel like if you don't do anything crazy and you're consistent at ESS, it's not that scary.
Yeah, it isn't a particularly hard trick, it's just... Oh, Chef
Also,
is going for the Hess. Oh, pause late.
That was interesting.
I think he realized
I thought he was going to not even get the Hess because he was on that slope, but he just... Because like, if you try and Hess down that slope, you'll drop it.
Yeah,
but it's just barely far enough.
If you do the bottom,
that he didn't drop it.
Yeah, if you do the bottom, it's not that bad. You can still...
This looks good, though.
Yeah, looks good. Okay, he's over. Losing 3 bombs, but luckily it's mad for his Spear Interior route.
Doing this gate clip.
2 more frames most of it. He's got a buffer. Okay, maybe 3 more then. I never remember which frame was on.
There's
next
2
frame.
black frames.
There we go. Yeah, it's hard to tell. Okay, he's through. Alright, time for Wasteland Hess. Or not. He's just going to skip it. Okay.
Oh, interesting.
And if it's worried about bomb count, if he wants to just guarantee Spirit Hover.
He should have plenty of bombs.
Yeah, I would like go for it.
Especially like, I mean, if he's worried about bombs, he wouldn't do the super slide over to Spirit Hover. In which case, he's only going to use like 6 bombs from now. This
is an interesting Wasteland he's doing. He's doing a lot of like set up box movement to get through. Chef says fuck that sign. I don't really like doing this kind of like box movement stuff in Wasteland.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know. I feel like he knows Spirit has, so maybe he's just...
Chef is going for looks like half Wasteland, maybe.
I mean, we'll see.
He won't do full, I think. Oh, he avoids. Okay, maybe he'll just walk from here on there.
He's going at least 1 more. He doesn't have to worry too much about bomb count.
Yeah.
So he's probably gonna, even if he's not gonna Hess, he'll at least Hess his first part probably. But he's going up.
Okay.
Well, I think he bailed on that. I don't know if he dropped it or just decided.
It looked like he dropped it to me. Okay, yeah.
And it looked like he was gonna avoid if he kept going, so he may have just like, oh shit, and then threw his control stick.
It looks like Chef's a little bit lost here. You have quite a lot of free space here to move around, so
yeah, it looks like he made it first. He was actually really close to the void.
Yeah, yeah, and Judo also was like at one point looked like he was going to avoid out on the second half because he got like looked like he was a little bit lost. But he was
both running struggling with Wasteland a bit here.
Yeah, that's a little bit. Oh, Judo got interrupted by that super slide.
Yeah, that's kind of unlucky. You can kind of work around it, but it rarely ever screws you. Getting ground jump there.
Yep.
Oh, that's interesting. Try it. I wonder if he goes for Gray Hover.
Yeah, he will. Maybe not.
Nah,
he does not. Okay, interesting. Okay.
You have to kill it, otherwise it'll come for you really soon in the hover.
Yeah.
So even though he already got ISG, he still needed to kill it.
It's a really high initial we got though from that bomb, so should have no problem with this. Gets the unlock.
Using all his choose first is interesting. Whenever I get Spear Hover, I always like to use choose last just in case in a race.
Yeah, Yeah, that's fair. Generally, I start with one bomb and do all my chews. I'll do like 3 chews and then one bomb turn.
Yeah.
And like I usually I turn around and use the last chew after the turn around just to get links
Should be
up so
good.
they move around. Look, this looks fine. Yeah.
I'm always scared
Okay.
with the spear hammer.
Lines taking his time with this. Will he go inside or is he gonna go for it? Oh, he's going inside. Play it safe. He's doing well.
They do that because then if they fall down, they can die and end up respawning back up here.
It's a race safety strat. Ooh, fails the first
failed.
slide. Go back, ground jump. Go again. That was good.
Nice.
And just one jump slash. He's fast. Yeah, he's good.
All right.
All right, so Judah's gonna take a bit of a lead here.
Yeah, he should be. I mean, since he's not doing spear over maybe like 2 minutes, minute and a half. I don't know. I guess we'll see. I don't really have a good sense.
Yeah, we'll know when they get to Spirit Boss Door.
No, when we get Spirit Boss. I thought you were gonna say Spirit Shield, but
No.
yeah, because he's already unlocking the door.
Yeah, because
There's a little bit of a difference.
all the stuff that Judah's gonna do, Reverse Chef's gonna do normally, so it's hard. You won't know until you get to.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
actually, I'm
the
not sure
boss
because I mean, the Spirit Hover wasn't the fastest, and they also like both messed up in Wasteland, so it's a bit up in the air. I would say who's ahead, or like by how much Judah's ahead. Judah's definitely ahead, but
Yeah.
that was interesting.
Judah's
He
best
like
possible
targeted
time.
it right as he jump slashed. He hit most of them though.
Yeah, he just missed one.
Just barely too close. That's always so frustrating when that happens.
He's got 2 bomb drops from them though, which is good.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I would
he's good.
assume he's going for statue climb, especially with the new BK skip. I don't know if he'll actually go for the new BK skip, but it's like,
Maybe. We've seen people go for it. I don't think anyone's actually done it successfully yet.
yeah, it's just like there's no point in going the other way now because, like if you're like super try hard, the statue climb is the best strat now. But for
Yeah,
sure.
like I know that
even though
Valiant
they
is
were
still gonna go for
basically
it.
tied before, is Valiant still gonna go for the?
He's still going for
other
it.
one?
He's still going for it because he can't let that strat go.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, like he's more practiced in that strat. So
Yeah, he's been doing it
he
for.
might switch over at
he's-
some point though.
He's been doing it for like 6 years. He can't really let go. So I'm not
He's
going to blame him.
doing it for nostalgia at this point.
Yeah,
It'll
doing it for the fans.
be interesting to see if either of them go for the new PK skip. I have a feeling Chef might, but obviously I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know because in races, Chef generally values consistency over speed, so he might just stick with Old Faithful instead of going for the
Yeah.
new one.
I feel the new one's pretty consistent, but yeah, it just sort of depends on who's practicing, who hasn't. Well, it looks like
Judah's not going
Judah's
for it.
not going for it.
Yeah, I like the new one a lot because it's easy to one pause it as well, which is nice and it still saves time even with a one pause. Doing on buff is a little bit awkward because you have to because you're on a slope, it's hard to time it properly. Oh, Judo lost the.
Ooh, I'm not
Judo
sure what happened
he retargeted and targeted the gate,
there.
but he couldn't see the bomb.
It should be fine if he still slash, but it probably threw off his timing.
Yeah, it's hard. You just can't time it properly. Okay, this should be fine. Okay, it's fine. Yeah, it's Big Blue's consistent.
Yeah.
Just for a little bit of a shame. He loses some bombs and some health, but if his health's still good enough, he can still do the Nibiru cutting skip.
Yeah. I mean, he should have plenty.
Yeah,
Because he had 20 going in.
He might actually skip this cutting skip because if he knows he's ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the runner, but sometimes they won't like pay that much attention to the
Yeah.
person they're racing against.
Yeah, I've seen some people who've like keep an eye on like the race, and based on how their opponent's doing, they can decide whether to go for certain strats or not. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes if you let it affect you too much, you like focusing on the race, and then you just like don't play as well. So sometimes it's better just to live. Because like a strat like this, like I wouldn't be scared of failing, even though like it's really bad if you fail it. So it's probably smart not to go for it. Oh, that's a bit interesting. I'd be scared if I was him right now.
Yeah, me too. He's very far
Okay.
over.
He didn't. I'd be worried about the horizontal slash, not the vertical one. But
Yeah.
we didn't get to see if he would have
Alright.
died.
Chef did not stock up on bombs, so he probably means he's probably going for this. Judo stream is lagging a little bit for me, but looks like he got it. Okay, he's good.
It's
actually
yeah, that looks like
he's doing the flow setup with the setup side roll. Oh, okay. That
looks like he went for the first one and buffered.
He's good. Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. Very clean. And that saves some bombs.
Yeah. It's really like cool strat. I like it.
Yeah, it's interesting how no one knew about it until Homer Funky was like, "Hey, here's this task that does this. Is this faster? And could you do this RTA?" And we were like, "What? Excuse me?"
Yeah, I mean,
no one knew about it.
I mean, you always find new stuff. The collision there is really weird.
Mm.
I always knew that if you levitated up there, you could like go out, but I never really thought about doing it without cheating, like without levitation. But like, I always kind of knew that you could like kind of levitate through the wall there. But yeah, for some reason I never thought about trying to replicate that without levitating.
Chef also going for the Buru cutscene skip.
Ah, that's kind of unfortunate. Ah, never mind. I thought it might. He could have gotten unlucky there. And had the ice guy not come out in front of him. Seems to be getting pretty good luck so far. I mean, it's not like doubles, but it's still pretty quick.
Generally in a race, as long as you don't get troll cycles, you're pretty happy. Just to get past him and rover without too much time loss.
He gets another shot here, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's fourth shot. Looks like it was.
Yeah, it should be 4. I guess maybe not. I feel like it was 4.
He has to hit fire. Fire's
I feel
gonna
like
shoot.
he thinks he's 5.
I think he's going. If he's going.
Either of them were like sort of preparing to shoot, but he still waited.
Yeah. Okay. Please shoot them.
Maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Now.
He was going to cycle. He should have shot fire to stop him from going to that platform. At least it wasn't. It's only 1 and not like 4.
Yeah.
Shouts at Expo. Alright, so it looks like they're exactly 1 twin rover first phase apart right now. Should have missed his hook shot on second phase rover. Going to move.
Yeah, it doesn't matter too much as long as you don't end up killing yourself by messing up.
Yeah.
Normally I stand a bit farther away, but
yeah, I stand really far back.
It should work. It just feels more scary to go for.
Oh, fell off.
He should be able to get it, but
Just got to turn around. Okay, he's good.
Yeah.
That's always scary.
It's like you can recover, but I've had runs where like I've messed it up slightly and then haven't gotten the thing.
Alright,
and it's like actually quite scary because if you do mess it up, like the what you shoots kind of becomes a semi-random. So
yeah,
it could take quite a while for you to actually get the next shot, like set of 3 shots. Yeah, fire actually lags more than ice there, though they both lag a little bit. It was extra laggy because of how, like, kind of like shot towards the camera and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's only like a second that ice saves over fire. It depends on whether or not you have crit health or not. Exactly how much it saves, I think. It definitely lags less without crit health. Like 1 heart.
Alright, both. Judo's going for the hard container. Extra.
I think it's really smart to go for in races. I mean, I almost like going for it a lot in races, just because like It saves. It gives you a lot of leeway against rock trolls.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it's not worth it because like killing yourself after you're getting rock troll maybe is like 30 seconds and getting the heart is like 10, but it also fills your health for forest. So
yeah, that's always nice. It's
if
going
you're gonna
against
like try and get the fairy or something in forest, it's probably
Mm.
just better to get the heart container because it won't like fuck you, like mess with you, you know? Because like the fairy
Yeah.
gets that's flying the wall if you don't get it right away. And
I mean, I think like everyone in like is confident against Stalfos, but like if you go against them again with like one heart or like half a heart, you're always gonna be a little bit scared of getting hit. No matter how good you are at them, there's always that fear in the back of your mind that if they hit you, you're just dead. So
yeah, I think more than one
I-
heart is pretty safe because
yeah,
like it's kind of. I mean, you can get it by a jump slash, but it's more rare.
yeah. I mean, like
Sometimes,
generally
like-
you want jump slashes because it's easy to hit them with jump slash.
And sometimes it's like you can get randomly hit by the one heart, but it's still like pretty rare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Judo's still ahead, even if you consider lag, but it's kind of weird to consider. I don't know. It's hard to. I don't know. I think it is 30 seconds after Ganondorf, but I don't really know like the full extent of like how much the lag saves.
Yeah, 64 will save a little bit of time, like after bow, because of like getting back to the time is gonna be faster.
Yeah, it's like some
The
save
save
warps
warps.
and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, VC loses like 10 seconds on every save warp or something like that. 13 seconds, wherever it is. You're looking up the right side.
I feel like
think
that's safe.
it's safer.
Going up the left side is like almost random whether or not the wolf elves hit you, at least in my testing.
Yeah, it isn't really random. You can, because I've not been hit by them in a long time. Generally,
Yeah, I mean-
if you get by them, then it's generally because you pulled hookshot too early, so you went as far off the little like ledge.
I feel like they can still hit you even if you're like
They
as far as
can,
possible, but it's pretty rare.
So, should have missing the slash on the sculpture, just go kill him with hookshot instead.
Yeah. It's like actually a bit precise. It's either like 1 or 2 frames, depending exactly how you do it.
Mm.
So it's
Yeah.
like it's not the easiest thing, but it's also not like super hard.
Yeah, so VC loses time on save warps because he has to go through the text about the classic controller, which is quite a bit.
Yeah. It's at least like
it's up for the text itself is up for like 10 seconds or so.
I think it's up for like 7, but then like also fades in and out, and so it
Yeah.
adds a lot of time.
Yeah, N64 it just has the N64 logo and then straight into the title screen. So both runners using hookshot across the tree. Neither of them trusting their ability to jump over the branch.
But honestly, like sometimes you go for it and then you just fall. It's like almost random, based
seen
on
a
like
lot
your
of-
exact position compared to the ledge.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of players fall off that.
Yeah, I personally still go for it in PBs. I think it helps to not roll there, but yeah, it's kind of scary still. I think the roll causes it to be more likely to happen because you're moving faster, and the game sees you as going down a slope fast, which doesn't cause the jump.
Okay, that's interesting. I've always rolled for that jump, but never had.
Yeah, I think going faster is worse, but yeah, I mean, in my experience, roll seems to fall off later, or not fall off as much.
Due to losing some time to N64 pulse buffer in there on that ledge clip. Chef getting a little trolled by the stealth force. There we go. See how he does with his mega jump. So he gets this one pause. Oh, frame early. Okay, good.
I feel like the pausing is really easy there on N64. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just super good at it for some reason.
Probably just used to it, honestly.
Yeah, I just felt like I was always good at it and I never really practiced it. But
Yeah.
there's a couple places on N64 where I feel like the pausing is just like, for some reason, it's way easier than other places. interesting ground jump strat. I mean, it doesn't really matter exactly what you do because it's all bomb timer, but there's a lot of different ground jump strats.
Yeah. Okay, pass to the impossible jump. Alright, it's good. Judo makes it past the ground jump gauntlet. Now it's Chef's turn. Chef's made back quite a bit of. What happened to Judo? Did he just jump off the ladder?
He hit A randomly, I guess. I don't know.
Nice. Is that movement there for lag reduction?
I mean, I think it sort of is, for sure, but it's also kind of risky because if the wobble's in your way and hit you, you're just gonna get like knocked out of your side up.
Yeah.
So like I normally don't do that, but yeah.
That's fair. Chef only won the ground jumps there. Gets impossible jump though, so makes it past the gauntlet as well. Judo playing extra safe and getting the heart, even though he's at 3.5 right now.
I feel like maybe that's just muscle memory because he normally doesn't get the heart container. So
Possibly, yeah.
I don't think he's really worried about taking 3.5 hearts in this fight.
Yeah, it's hard to take that much damage from Star Force unless they're super aggressive and just come at you from both sides. Which is possible. I've had that happen to me a couple of times where they just kind of drop you in a corner and just keep like weighing on you. Looks like it's gone pretty good RNG though. They both jumped at him. That's a pretty good fight.
It was a good fight.
Yeah. Chef issuing any extra hearts. Ooh.
Interesting that he targets that. Ooh, and he took damage.
Now he's gonna get hearts. He can't.
Yeah. Ooh. He jump slashed over him.
Ooh, that was close.
All
Nice.
right.
Okay, that's a good fight.
Didn't die, so that's what matters.
Yeah. Dying to the bow Star Force is like one of the biggest time losses you can have in this category.
It's probably 2 or 3 minutes.
It's like
certainly be worse to mess up Spirit, but it's really bad like, either way.
It's like 2 minutes or so, and you would waste a bunch of bombs. Yeah, this is a really close race. If you take into account lag, then Chef is probably ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say for sure. I would, because Chef still has to do the longer save warp.
Yeah.
It's got to be a close race, though.
Yeah, if this just comes down to lag, that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I feel like probably one of them will still make a mistake, but it's left to be seen, you know? At least, like, or they might get rock rolled or anything like that. It remains to be seen. Now we see the downside of having a close race is we have to both runners watch Leto and cutscene at the same time.
Yeah, it's kind of dangerous. It's the problem with close races in this category is like its cutscenes overlap and not much to really talk about for a good 5 minutes.
Both of them have had quite good runs though. Like both of them could get like a 118 here. So
yeah, this is pretty close. No like major mistakes from either one, really.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, pretty much. I don't think there's anything major, just a couple things slow, which obviously happens. You don't have a perfect run in a race unless you're, you know, really lucky. Yeah, I think this is one of like a high level close race that we've had in the tournament. Maybe there's been a couple, but this is definitely one of them.
Yeah, we've seen
both these guys have really similar PBs.
All right, so Chef's PB for people asking, Chef's PB is 1:16:56, and Judo's is 1:17:24, I think. It's 1:20 something. It's around that time. It's not in his splits, unfortunately, so I can't just say right here.
Yeah, so they're both really close. And
yeah, both pretty close.
Have you had any of the races where both the runners have finished under 120?
There's been a few races like that, I think. I think maybe in... No, well, I was thinking of Mikami versus... what was it? Mikami versus someone... my mind's going blank here. I think there's only one, Tim versus Valiant, is that it? That is just Tim versus Valiant. Apparently, he's the only one that's under 120.
Yeah.
Both under 120. Interesting.
So this is probably... I mean, obviously, if neither of them makes a big mistake, then this would be like closing... Or pushing, like, the closest, as in, like, the fastest combined time between the two racers.
Yeah. Yeah, last year, Mikami versus Jelster finished 1 second apart from each other.
Yeah,
that was my favorite race of last year. It was so good, just incredible. Like that race was insane because Mikami was having a pretty good race. He didn't make any major mistakes. Jelster like lost about 2-3 minutes in Shadow, and just had an incredible second half and just pulled it back right to the end. And then Jelster pulled ahead on collapsed cutscene RNG. He had better collapsed cutscene RNG, so he saved time. And so he was ahead going into Ganon. They missed a jump slash on Ganon's tail, and suddenly that cost him the win. It was they went in for the second phase of Ganon at the exact same time, perfectly in sync. It was incredible. Yeah, I feel like we rarely see people do the light arrows equipped like immediately. Normally, it's like during, like the tower.
If you're doing the hover strat, the 2-bomb hover strat, then it's probably best to just equip it in Temple of Time. I mean, I've never tested it, but the pause buffering is probably shortest there.
That's fair.
Just because it seems like there's a lot less stuff there. But yeah, it's probably pretty insignificant, but you shouldn't do it during the Ganondorf fight. It's kind of because the pause buffering is definitely pretty long in the Ganondorf fight. So if you forget, then...
That's fair. I usually do it during like trial skip or something.
Yeah, if you do the mega side up with hover boots, then you should do it there because you're already pausing.
Yeah, in both my... in my 119, my PB, I did mega side up, I think, just because I was low on bombs, something like that, maybe. But I just did it
I think the mega side isn't even that much slower, like maybe 3 or 4 seconds. Yeah, it has 2 pauses, which is the slow part. Otherwise, it would be faster if you didn't have any pauses.
Yeah, if you do the 2-bomb staircase, which that's fastest, but I hate getting ISG up a bomb during, like, we're trying to set up a staircase. I find it really awkward.
Looks like he's going for it, though.
Yeah.
Or he's going for 3-bomb. No,
doing 2-bomb. Mrs. ISG.
Failed ISG.
So now he's got to go mega side up because he hasn't got enough bombs. Luckily, it's only a short, like, little trip. Ooh. Okay. Alright, Judo.
He's got enough bombs. But...
Is that... He doesn't have to wait another frame?
Nah, it should be good.
Okay, it's good. I know you can equip Hover Boost too early.
Yeah, you definitely can, but...
Alright, that costs... That costs you a lot of time. They're
pretty much tied now. But
Chef has equipped by arrow still, but...
Yeah, but there's also lag, so...
Yeah.
It still definitely, like, depends on how things go here. He didn't jump slash before stabbing him, so he didn't die in one hit. Because the other one, they were both
Yeah.
One jump slash.
Oh, this is close.
It's gonna come down to how if any of them mess with the Gendor fight or if anyone gets rock trolled. And obviously, if somebody messes up the final fight.
Yeah, nothing goes wrong for either of them, then Chef will win, because purely based on lag. But if something goes wrong, then oh boy. Like if like Chef gets rock trolled from that, then it's suddenly like all up in the air. I wonder if we'll see either of them go for crouch stabs on Dwarf Service G.
I mean, Chef might, because he has experience in glitchless, but I don't know, I guess we'll see.
Apparently, crouch stabs are faster for N64 because there's less lag. So Judo might go for that, and Judo's also been doing glitchless recently, so he might have the recent experience to do it.
I feel like I'll probably go for ISG. It's pretty scary doing crouch jab. Each of them is 2 frames.
Yeah, well, it's 2 frames if you're closer. If you're further away, it's 1 frame each.
Yeah.
Which is, I guess you won't be as, like, right up in his face. Judo really can't afford to go for this Hess either, because he hasn't got the bomb count for it.
He technically has enough, but if you get
bomb perfect, yeah.
Unless he does 1 bomb super slide.
Yeah, the Hess is...
I think his Hess only saves, like...
It's like 4 or 5 seconds, something like that.
I've never seen any timing for it, but people have said 4 or 5. But yeah. It could be more. I've actually never seen a timing video, so... It's one of those things we have a number for, but I'm not actually sure if it's the right number.
I've heard anywhere from like 3 seconds to like 6 seconds, but I'm pretty sure there's like 4 or 5 around.
I think probably depends on like how you do the S too, because
if
the wider you turn, or like the more turns you make, the closer you stay to the wall. So
I think an optimal Hess would be 5, and on average it's around 4.
Yeah.
Because if you can Hess like straight to the door and open it like out the Hess, then that's really fast. But if you miss it and like to like go back for it and then use a bit of time from that.
One thing to know is Judo does have more health, so if he gets rock trolled, it's better for him than if Chef gets rock trolled. But
he has less bombs as well, so he really doesn't want to get rock trolled.
Yeah, he has 1 spare one if he's doing 2 bomb super side, so it's not that bad if you lose the bomb, but yeah, it's not lag. It's he failed trials again. The lag hasn't really even started yet. Like there's lag here and then in collapse.
Yeah, VC is gonna save all this time back because of having no lag during this fight and non Ganon.
Yeah, this fight's in fast forward on VC. That's all how I think about it. Looks like somebody turned on the time GG. Ooh, at least he didn't fall down, so
yeah.
Still, like he didn't lose too much from that.
Getting the extra hearts and the payoff a little bit.
Needs to climb up though.
Yeah, otherwise he won't shoot. Okay.
There we go.
That's a little scary.
Oh, he's going for stabs.
Nice.
You got it.
Very clean 1 cycle. Alright, so at this point in time, Chef has to screw up in order for Judo to win pretty much, just because Judo's going to lose so much time to lag. So it all comes down to whether Chef can play well enough and not get screwed by rocks.
Based on like their best possible times or whatever, Chef's about 40 seconds ahead, accounting for lag.
Yeah. Yeah, it comes down to whether he gets yap rocked.
Time to overclock the instant. Either way, they both had really good runs, so props to them.
Yeah, it's been a really good race. Very, very close the whole way through. Right his head, coming out of the way. Ooh, they're pretty close, and okay, it's fine.
Ooh, should be good.
Yeah, if that rocket would have gone towards the ledge, he may have gone knocked off, but he's gonna be fine. Just such an early angle looks good though.
Ooh, okay. I was worried about that being too far, but
Yeah,
everybody kind of does this a little bit differently. It depends on your angle and stuff like that, so it's hard to tell for sure. But you can like over jump slash that and just like void out again.
Yeah, I have a great fear of that. I tend to pull back on the jump slash once I get far enough and just let him land.
Ooh,
Judo
that looks a little scary
late.
for judo, but
Going late, but he's gonna be fine though.
Okay,
He's good.
that was kind of scary.
Okay, he could have gone back in there by accident, which would have actually crashed in 64.
I was more worried about crashing when he was falling. I feel like he was pretty close. You shouldn't wait for the jump slash on N64. At least, obviously, in my opinion.
You either go straight away or just fall down, I guess.
Yeah, because you go farther if you jump slash straight away. Even though it like you kind of think that you wouldn't, but you do.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's worried about hitting the loading zone, because if you jump slash early at the wrong A, you can hit like a loading zone and fail it that way. But yeah, both of them are pretty good times for a race, like pretty insane.
Yeah.
Especially for their PBs. Like, both of them are playing, like, within 2 minutes of their PBs. Which is, like, pretty much all you can ask for in, like, a no-reset run.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty much a no-reset run with almost, no big mistakes.
Fastest losing time in the tournament so far is Tim's 1:19:38. That's about to be... it might end up being different by the time it's over.
As long as none of them die again, that should get overthrown tonight.
Chef playing it safe, not going for the YOLO slide. Alright, it's good. Let's go hold R.
As long as he doesn't let go.
Yeah.
I did that in a race before.
Ouch.
I was like trying to mess with like getting like the split, like the dot done or whatever, and I fucked up holding R during this cutscene.
No, nice.
Nice, you got
do also in the slide. Yep.
Yeah, if Chef messes up here, Judo definitely can take it from him. Even like a sloppy fight could be enough if it's really bad. Obviously, he dies. That's
basically GG.
Yeah, unless Judo dies too. That's pretty much it. We missed that jump slash. Oh no, wait, he didn't.
Yeah, he gone. Good.
Kind of looked like he didn't, but it's a little bit lower quality on my end.
Yeah, you have to set it to source quality to get for one, but I just leave it as it is. I feel like it like desyncs if I do that. Oh, ChefBear missing the jump slash.
You'll probably just back off here.
Yeah, just reset the position. Okay, one more. I think.
Yeah.
Alright,
you should have it.
Do
Unless he VC crashes in the next 20 seconds.
We'd never seen a VC crash after collapse, so
that would be amazing if VC crashed on the end starting the end cutscene. I don't know if that
it would count because
I don't know if that would count as finishing.
It would count because if you hit the first round of the cutscene, then that's the end point of the run, so it would count.
I don't know.
Alright.
It'd be an interesting question if that happened to somebody's PB.
Regardless, Chef takes it. His official time on race time is 1:18:24. It's a really good time for a race.
Yeah.
It's like Judo's in second place again now.
With like the 1:18.
Yeah. So yeah, this is like a 1:19.
Props to both
05 or so.
It was a really close race, and both had
really good
times.
Yeah. Can you imagine if Judo had a messed up cross skip? It would have been like really, really close.
I think Chef may still eked it out. I don't know if he lost 40
Possibly.
seconds from the trial skip, but it would have been way closer.
Yeah. All right. That's gonna close it off. Judo finishing with 1:19.10 official time. So yeah, that's a really good race. And welcome, Chef.
Yo,
Hey.
What's up, GG? Congratulations on the win.
TY.
That was a really, really good race. Very close.
Yeah, that was exciting for sure.
Yeah, I did not expect that to be as close as it was.
Mm-hmm.
It was down the wire. Both of you just kind of didn't make any mistakes. It was just,
Yeah, very clean from both players.
Yeah, honestly, other than Wasteland, I was pretty happy with
both
that
of you
one.
messed up Wasteland, actually. I
Yeah,
forgot
Wasteland
about
was
that.
pretty rough for both of you.
Judo didn't go for the Hess, and then
Got
you
a little
bled
lost in
out,
places.
and then
Yeah.
Hello?
And welcome Judo as well. Hey Judo.
Hey,
GG.
Hey, Judo. GG Judo.
thank you so much, GG Chef.
Very,
Good
very
race.
good race.
both of you had really good races. So
Yeah.
I was pretty nervous the entire time.
It wasn't really like you two were pretty much like, including the lag, you two were pretty even going into like Gannon's Castle. It was really when trial skip happened, you two were basically like neck and neck, and then because of lag, obviously Chef managed to eke it out in the end.
Yeah,
think.
it was the last 20 minutes or so that kind of went downhill for me.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate, the trial skip and then getting hit by Ganondorf. That pretty much like sealed it. That to win, you had to rely on Chef messing up or getting hit by rocks or something.
yeah, you
Yeah,
probably
good
had
luck with
a
that.
pretty close run to your PB
Mm.
before Wasteland. I don't know exactly, but
I was -8 going into Wasteland,
yeah. So
and then
Mm.
going safe, and then missing the Colossus slide, and just
Yeah.
going safe made me lose more time.
Yeah,
that time it probably lost you like at least a minute, if not more, from the Wasteland. But yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah.
But other than that, other than the last part, I'm not too sad about how I performed in this race. You know,
Oh,
Yeah,
I-
it was really solid,
yeah,
right?
especially going against someone as good as Chef.
That was really solid from both of you.
Nice.
Yeah,
Alright.
I definitely was not expecting to get mid 118 in any of these races, so I'm very happy.
Exactly. Did you do Spirit Hover, Chef?
You know
Yeah,
me.
he did.
Spirit Hover.
You know me, dude.
Did
If
you
I
do
could have sworn
Spirit
if,
Hover?
if
I
I
could have
tried,
sworn you were
no,
doing
if
it.
if I tried the
No.
yellow Spirit Hover, I would 100% fail it. I can't even get it in a PB attempt, so I wouldn't try YOLOing it.
Fair enough. At least
Yeah,
I
it's
golded
something
Ganon.
like- If you don't do all the time, it's not something you just want to try in a race.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially since the chew routing that I do is like it's so deliberate from the pretty much from the start. So like
Yeah.
by the time I get
Right.
out of DC, I have 0 chews.
Yeah,
I
like
did-
you have to decide like when you get bomb shoes, am I doing Spirit Hover this run or not? Because if the answer is no, then you can start using choose early. It's like
Ah,
on
yeah.
math.
Right.
Yes, the hungry box copy pasta.
I
Classic.
didn't post it from the race. I had to post it somewhere. Okay.
Good stuff.
All right. So unfortunately, Judo is now out of the tournament, but he had a pretty good run
Mhm.
through winners and then through losers. So, and that was a really good race to go out on. So,
If I could advance
Yeah,
you
yeah,
both,
yeah.
I would.
Let's
so
go
Chef-
out with an 118.
Does this mean I have to do GSR longer?
yeah, Chef with
Does it
the
mean I get
advance
to
to
do
losers
Blitzless
round
longer?
Chef-
Well, I
Chef
guess if you
will
really
advance.
want to, you could forfeit and like do.
No, I'm really looking forward to the next round. But
Yeah,
whether
so-
it's, CMA or Euros.
Yeah,
I
so
hope-
Chef
It'll
will
be a
advance
bit,
to round 4,
because
and
I still
then
got to wait on CMA versus
Kieran.
Karen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kieran. Yeah. So
Did they already race?
yeah, well,
No.
currently
Yeah, they
CMA.
already
Well, currently
CMA,
CMA
just race. Yeah. Or no, it's somebody else.
They raced last night, didn't they? CMA and Kieran.
Yeah,
There's someone
I
else
think
in
they already
CMA
raced.
races.
And
before
CMA
me.
Yeah.
Right.
CMA
got
has
a
to race
118.
Claire. CMA
Yeah,
has to
CMA
race
okay,
won.
Claire.
Claire.
He has to face Claire in round 2, and then he goes on, and then Claire or CMA will face Rose in round 3, and then the Chef will face any of those 3 in round 4.
So Chef's gonna be waiting a little bit.
You're gonna be waiting a little bit.
See you in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We've been doing pretty well this tournament. We've come through quite a lot of it in the space of like a month and a half, something like that, compared to last year, where it took us like 9 months to finish.
It's always a bit of a weird thing because the losers bracket is always going to be behind because they have to play double the matches. But
yeah. So currently we're waiting on those losers ones to wrap up. But yeah, so Chef advances to round 4. So
yeah, GG.
He'll face Rose.
Good luck with your future ventures in GSR, Chef.
Thank you so much.
All right. Anything else I want to say before we close out?
Check out the runner streams and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know.
Come see Glitchless, Kappa.
Go run Glitchless.
Come see Paper Mario Kappa.
All right. Thank you,
Well, thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you, ChefBear and judogerudo for the awesome race. Thank you, Average Greg and Rosewater for the commentary. Awesome job. Thank you so much.
No
Coming up in the tournament, we have tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We have the losers bracket round 3 between Orange and X will mark the place. That's going to be on the main ZSR channel. I think we need 1 or 2 more commentators for that, so feel free to sign up if you're willing to do that. After that, at 8 p.m. on the main channel, we have the Link to the Past Randomizer Cross Keys Tournament, losers bracket round 4 between Alizon and Sir Linkalot. And then Tuesday, we have the Zelda 2 Randomizer Weekly Race. Wednesday, we have a Majora's Mask Randall Tournament Season 1 Qualifier Race. Speaking of, there is currently a Majora's Mask Randomizer Qualifier Race happening on ZSR 2, and we are going to go raid them in just a moment. I hope you all had a great time watching. Thank you so much. And if that's all from everybody else...
Yeah, that's it.
All right, then. So we're going to go raid ZSR 2. Hope you all had a great time watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye!
See ya.
See you.